Hey guys, hope all is well. Not too long ago, I actually did a video playing the song Amazing Grace, and I showed an example of how you can take a dominant chord idea and switch it into a minor, right? I was in the key of C, all right, and I think I did something on that one. Right, it was in place of this, and I said over that C7, you can do something like this, and I was like, you know, I did something like that, right? And that's really far outside, which is pretty cool, especially if you want to go for some advanced movements. But this one, we're going to talk about that concept, but we're going to kind of stay a little bit more closer to the melody, right? And this is going to give you guys extra freedom, and more choices and options. All right. So, like I said, we're in the key of C. Okay. Now we know about the family of four dominants. You guys have heard me say that a lot, but you can also take that same concept and just turn it into minors. So with the C7, you guys know that we have the E flat 7 also available to us, and the G flat 7, the A7. I've talked about this so many times. So if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe and like. But you have a lot of videos that you can watch, with this, and I have a paid course. With that, what we're going to do is all the family of four dominants, we're just going to change it into minors. All right. Now, I get a lot of these concepts, of course, from Barry Harris. I love how he breaks down how music is connected in so many ways, like the theory about it. Right. Here, instead of playing this 7, I can do something like this. Let me play it up here. Watch this. Instead of doing this, I can do this. Right? All right. Let me. Anyway, outside of that, so let's with this, you could do something like, okay. That's one way. I'm gonna break this down. Let's just say you're doing a 5-1. You're not even doing Amazing Grace. Let's just say you're on a 6. Over that 1, it's a dominant, but instead of using the family 4 dominants, we're gonna use the family 4 minors. We can do something like this. Okay, so that's some reharm right there for you. So instead of doing just the regular flat 9, do something like this. All right, and it's like, what is that? All I did was just invert that F sharp minor. I just inverted it down. Okay, and that's the family. Okay, so it's so connected, like literally. I don't necessarily want to spend that much time on it, but it's like knowing our family of 4, you can literally say, well, do I want a minor sound or a dominant sound? Right now, usually when you're on a dominant chord, you just go for that dominant sound or flat 9 sound, but you can go outside the box, put a minor spin on that. So here we go. What I did, my melody note is that E, right? So I said, well, if I play the F sharp minor 7 root position, I can do that, make it a drop 2. Okay. Now there are scales like I could do the 6 scale, right? That Barry Harris talk about, right? I can do that, which you can just superimpose that scale over that C, which is it's insane. Like I love that, and you can do that pretty much with over the F sharp. You can do the E flat minor, right? And that's what I did in that example not too long ago. This right here, you know. Okay, so that's how you do it. It's pretty much just a 6 scale that Barry Harris talk about, right? It's going from and I would say like the minor 6 scale, right? If I'm on this, right, there's a scale associated with that. And that's all I'm doing. Here, I'm looking at the chord that you can do. Like if you don't have the time to do the whole scale, you can do this, right? That's just a regular 2-5-1 in F or a 5-1-4 in C. So here we go. Hopefully I'm not talking too fast. I just know a lot of you guys can kind of pick it up, but the people that's not, that's why I'm repeating myself a little bit. So, okay, in place of that C7, I'm thinking about the family of 4 minors, right? So I did this. Now I could do the scale, so watch, right, and just stay on that F sharp minor. What I decided to do this time was I said, I want to stay on that E for a little bit longer. So what other minor chord gives me the melody note of E? Remember the A, right? Remember that A is a part of that family. We still use a diminished, concept to find it. But look, the A is definitely a part of it. So if this is going over your head, just kind of go back, because I cover these concepts a lot in more detail too. So I got an option. I can use the A minor, or the A minor 7. All right. So I have that E. So let me put that G on the bottom. And there you go. So watch this. Now I want to stay on that A. Now we're not at that C yet, but a lot of times you can kind of finesse, that melody sometimes. So, right. See, so I got back to the melody, which is that D at the time. Okay. So, all right. And that's pretty much it. Like you can use that in so many ways. I just used it on, Amazing Grace, and it's because I got a lot of questions. So I just wanted to kind of come back to that idea and explain a little bit more if I didn't before, right? So instead of using dominant chord, if you want to kind of change the sound, you can make it a minor chord. So let's do another example, because a lot of times we do our 5-1-4s like this, right? That's a 2-5-1 in F, but we thinking C right now. So, what if I did this? I have that A, right? So let me see. Which one gives me the option to have A? Well, A again, right? So we can do we'll do an F sharp minor, right? But let's invert it to keep that A on top. I could have done this. So you see that? So over that C, and you would think like, what? Why are they even playing that? You can also think about it like this too, guys. With that C, we can look at it, because all of this still comes from a diminished chord. As you can see, when it comes to the family of 4 dominants and things like that, we're talking about diminished chords also. Look how it's just all connected, Now, it's different ways to explain it. So, but this is just how I'm kind of explaining it in the moment. But with that, I'm using the half whole scale. Every chord that I'm coming up with right now is in this scale, right? That even this. So I could have done this. It's like, wait a minute. So you changed the C dominant to a C minor 7? Yes, I did. Right? So I could have done this. So I could have done. Now I'm just kind of playing around, but as you can see, you can just take it, be as creative as you need, right? Or as you want. So that's what I want to do. Hopefully this is still a short video. I don't know the time at this point, but I just wanted to kind of run it back so you guys can really get a little bit more of an understanding, and definitely pick up the course, get more understanding on the dominants. And then it'll be easier to probably change the concept to a minor, right? Because I am building on top of what I've already taught previously. So for me to do something like that on Amazing Grace, to do this, it was all on the building blocks of thinking about the dominant chords changing to a minor. So, right? Okay. And I did the 5-1-4. So right here, What if you want to keep that D the same, right? Well, I'll probably do something like, you know, and I'm doing this diminished chord because it's a part of the minor sixth scale. So if I'm thinking about, let's say the F sharp minor, F sharp minor 7, a part of that scale, I'm going from, you see, or you see what's going on? I'm literally going from F sharp minor 7 to diminish. F sharp minor 7 to diminish. So that's literally all that is. So when I'm coming up with all these movements, it's really just minor, diminish, minor, diminish. All right. So I'll stop there. I don't want this video to be too long. I just want to kind of throw that out there so you guys can have more ideas to play with. Okay. Definitely let me know if you want me to go further or if you like the video, right? Comment below. Definitely subscribe if you haven't. Like the video. It helps the channel. Okay. Talk to you guys soon.